Hey guys. Yeah, I am back. Let's have ourselves a warm bottle of water because I need to flush my system this morning. Hey. You. Okay, okay, okay. Basically, I have thrown myself at the deep end. I have thrown myself at the deep end. But I thought that perhaps if I am starting to drown, someone would jump in and save me. I thought perhaps some of the people who are swimming around the deep end or some who are walking around the swimming pool would jump in and pull me out if I was drowning. But also a bigger part of me thought that I would float when I step into the water. I thought that the water would carry me, but it didn't. I drowned. I drowned, guys. I was I have started, in fact, a student community called The Ledge, and the launch was terrible. The launch was terrible. But I don't want to delve into that. I just want to go into my thought process, what's going on in my head. Oh, yeah, I don't even know where to begin. I don't even know where to begin. There's so many habits, there's so many parts of myself that I have to shave off, that I have to ukulola. For those of you that know, when you have a knife, for it to be better at cutting, you need to, what do you call it? Shave or carve out the end so that it can be straight and sharp, so that I can be able to cut well. Right now, I am a knife that is like this. I am bent in many corners. And I need to straighten myself out. And what I experienced at the launch of the student community, which I started together with a friend, was a part of that straightening out. And it's part of the process, man. You learn so many things. And today I was listening to a podcast of this lady who was quite successful, and some of the things that she was saying are just so true. And I don't know if I'm ready to say them out loud, but there's certain parts of you that are simply a result of your environment, whether it be I don't know if I want to say this. But there's certain parts of you that are a result of your environment. The type the type of people that you see around you, the the type of habits that the people around you have, your friends, all of such things, they influence who you become. So the question is, who are you associating with that is causing you to be where you are at in life? You want to make money, you want to succeed, you want to have better habits, you want to grow your relationship with God. What about your environment is stopping you from that? Who is it? Who is it? She even said this. This lady said this. If you have people in your life that you are too scared to tell your dream, then perhaps those people shouldn't be there. Who is that one person that you know that if you were to tell them your ambition just as it is, they would laugh? Who is that person? Because that person, even if they're not telling you not to do the things that you want to do, but they are impacting your decisions, they're impacting who you are becoming. You get what I'm trying to say? Who is it? There's certain things you need to clean up your environment. You need to clean up your environment. The speaker that was at the event said so many things. And one of the major things that he emphasized on is the fact that you need to clean up your environment. The environment that you are in is your brain. The environment, let me repeat, the environment that you are in is your brain. Whoever is around you, whoever you watch online, whoever you listen to, whatever messaging you've been hearing in your head since you were a child, all of those things are the environment that are within your brain. So there's even people who are no longer in your life, but their words still have an impact. The type of people that they were towards you still have an impact. They are telling you something even without their physical presence. There's certain influences that you listen to, there's certain people certain videos that you watch, certain things that you consume that are telling you something, and it's impacting you being where you are at. The environment within your brain is clouded with absolute trash that you need to clean out. You need to remove that trash. You can't get to where you need to get to until you remove it. Until you remove it. You know what I mean? The environment within your brain, if it was encoding, the environment within the code, there's too many errors. There's so many things that you need to debug. The file is too full. You need to clean out, maybe even separate the file, have separate files, maybe. There is so many things that are hindering you from becoming who you are, and those things need to be cleaned out. So I myself have so many things to clean out. The amount of TikTok that I consume, the type of people that I am around. I love everybody that I'm around. I love them to the bits, to the core. But a part of who they are is stopping me from who I need to be. So it comes into simple ways in which they are. And I mean, every single one of them, I recognize the patterns that they have, and those patterns are if like affecting me. You get me? Those patterns that they have are really affecting who I am becoming. And it's crazy because I'm a person who doesn't even have a lot of friends. I have very few friends. I can count them within five fingers. I can count them within five fingers. Yet their impact, I can feel their impact in my life. And it's not that they are a negative influence. They're not a negative influence at all. But our journeys are just not aligned. Our journeys are not aligned. Where they want to get to is way below where I want to be. And that's fine. Each person has their own level of ambition. Each person has their own level of how far they want to go in life. I want to go far. I want to go far. Ooh. The far that I want to go to, they cannot even begin to imagine. And that's okay. That's okay. I think there'll be perfect people to be in my life to the fullest extent in which they are now, once I am who I need to be. Right now, I need to find a way to at least I would never remove them from my life because, I do love their presence in my life, but I need to find a way to reduce their impact within my mind. I need to say more no's. I need to say more, I can't make it. I need to say more of, I have to be busy. I need to say more of that. I need to reduce the time that I spend with them, or even the time that perhaps I should not even communicate some of my dreams and wishes with them, because whatever they'll say, it will impact whether I even do those things or not. So those are the type of things that I've learned. And further than that, I have learned that everything is difficult at the beginning. Everything is difficult at the beginning. I know my journey, for example, with social media. It has been tough. It has been tough. I started social media. I looked at some of my oldest videos, and listen, there's videos which I deleted, but I tried to look at some of the ones which I did not delete, and that I've set to private. They span out 5 years ago. 5 years ago. So that means I started social media for now. I've been doing it for like now. This is probably my 6th year of being on social media, and probably another 2 years there of me making videos at all. So probably like 7 years of making videos, not necessarily editing, of making videos. But I only started getting some level of recognition this year, in the past 2 months, on TikTok. So that goes to tell me that, you know, everything is difficult at the beginning. It's tough. It's tough. It's tough. It's tough. And it's okay. It's okay for it to be tough. I just have to make sure that I'm doing something that I want to do long term. I only have to work on the things that I know that this thing is long term. Social media for me is long term. Helping people, specifically young people like myself, is long term. I want to be helping young people until I am in my 50s, in my 60s. That is one thing that will stick around with me till I'm at that age. So it's okay for me to start working on it now. Even if I'm going to start gaining proper recognition, not recognition, I'm not even looking for recognition. Even if I start getting proper results when I'm in my 30s, in my 40s, it's okay for me to start working now. There's certain important things that I'll start learning at this young age. So everything is difficult at the beginning, but as long as you know that what you're working for is going to be worthwhile, meaning that it's going to stick around with you till you are in your 90s, then do it. Then do it. If it's something that is difficult, like for example, for me, I wouldn't go ahead and try to be an athlete. As much as it's also a difficult thing for someone to start, it's difficult. There's a lot of like mental, difficulty that you have to overcome as an athlete, but that's not the difficulty that I want in my life. And I'm not planning to become an athlete until I'm 40, until I'm 50. I'm not planning to become an athlete at all. So there's no point of me taking that difficulty. But there's certain difficulties that you have to take because they're aligned to who you want to become. So it's okay for you to suffer. Even if you were to suffer what I went through last week, Friday, I am willing to go through it 10 times more. I am willing to go through it 10 times more. Listen to what I'm saying. It was traumatic. Hosting an event where I thought at least maybe 10 people would show up, but only 3 people did. I would experience that again, and then again, and then again. And then after that, I would experience it again, and then again. And that's fine. And I'll be okay with that. So if whatever struggles that you're going through for, or whatever thing that you're starting and it's so difficult, would you be willing to go through it again for the sake of the results that you're looking for? If the answer is no, maybe look for something else. Maybe look at something else. This is my personal take. This is what I'm saying to myself. I think maybe then it's not something that you should force yourself through, unless it's something that is mandatory, like school. School is mandatory these days. Getting a degree is, I wouldn't say mandatory. No, some people succeed without degrees, but at least school is mandatory, and you passing well is mandatory or compulsory, I would say, in the state of the economy. So that, of course, even if you are not willing to go through it 10 times more, you just have to do it. But there's certain things that you start for yourself and they are very difficult. But if you know that for the sake of the results that you're looking for, you're willing to go through it 10 times more, then wipe those tears and keep going. Wipe those tears and keep going. Wipe those tears and keep going. That's what I'm telling myself. That's what I'm telling myself. So whoever sees this, man, you are seeing the start. You are seeing the beginning. welcome. Welcome. This is the beginning. Yeah. 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 This is gonna be one hell of a ride. Yeah. I hope you're around to see it through. I hope I am around to see myself through. And if I'm not, it was an interesting experience.